And this is Marta with another deck profile. Today I'm going to do cubics. The third Doozer finally came in the mail, so now I can do the deck profile, but I have to change it now because of links. But when I do change it for links, I'm going to do it update. I just got to think of a list for it. I do know I'm waiting on Foolsberries are good, so once those get there, I can do another profile of the updated for the new band list for the format. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. I play three of the boss guy, Crimson Nova, the Cubic Dark Lord. Okay, so he's special summoned by revealing three other Cubic cards with different names from your hand. At the end of your end phase, he burns both players for 3,000 and he can attack twice. He's unaffected by monsters that's 3,000 or lower attack of him. So he's a pretty good boss monster. Um, 3 Dooza, the one I've been waiting on forever. Just hate that he comes in. He's the only one that comes in secret gold, which I think is ugly, but he's a real card now because when he first was dropped in Movie Pack, it got all the cards except for him. So when it came out with the print with the gold version of Movie Pack, that's when he dropped. I think that was backwards. He was the main card of the deck, and they wouldn't ever do it. But he's needed for the deck to run. He fools bears any cubic monster or spell trap card to the graveyard. His second effect is irrelevant, but his second effect is he can gain 200 attack for each different monster in the graveyard with different names. So, and his first effect means normal or special summon. You get the Fool's Berry Cubic card. It's not once per turn, so you consistently keep doing it. 3 Cubic Seed, Vajam. He's the defensive. He's like a Phoenix Chain on legs. So if they attack him while he's just facing in defense position, you can flip them up and put them in your spell and trap zone, negate their effects, and they can't attack, which is basically placing a cubic counter. I play 2 Summoner Monks. He helps you get off your Doozer faster, and you can go use it for Synchro or Siege plays also. I play 2 Red Resonators. Special summon level 4 lore. Usually to get off Doozer, you have to use Summon the Monk as additional spell to get Doozer. But he starts off your Synchro plays. I'll do another video really soon to show why I play Red Resonator. For the one ofs, I play what's his name? Endoria, Gundil, Dragani, Garnix, and I play Gors. These 4 cubics are just names, just a special minute big guy. Because you don't really want to clog your deck with a bunch of spells and traps, so I had to think of a way to get out the big guy faster, so I play others. I'm thinking about, because I play 18 spells, I'm thinking about dropping some of the spells just to play more cubic monsters, just so I can get everything off faster. Gorge he's at 1. Thinking about putting him at 2, because sometimes you can break, and he can be on board, and you take damage or burned or something like that, and then you burn your opponent for burning you, you know what I'm saying, return the favor. But he's also a target for reasoning too. Like they call for you hit Gore's free special summon for level 7. One set of spells. I play 3 Wave. This is my favorite card of the deck. You can activate Wave, target a cubic monster you control. You can double its attack, and you target a monster your opponent controls and half of theirs. It's not once per turn. And it's also like a fog blade from the graveyard. Only thing is it's not on field. You can banish You can banish cubic monsters up to the number of monsters your opponent controls, and it places cubic counters on all of them. And it can't attack anymore. All of their effects are negated. So that comes really handy, like late game. Um, 3 Karma. I have the other 2 Ultras coming. Try to do this max rare since the deck is dirt cheap. I hate these gold rares. Can't wait till the other ones come. But if this big card is basically the searcher. So if he's in the graveyard, you can banish his card and search for any cubic monster in your deck. So that helps. He usually dishes off of Summoner Monk, or you ditch it from Dooza, and like it depends on what you have in your hand. His first effect, the first effect of this card, you just activate it. You take 3 Vajams from the deck, send it to the grave, and your monster gains 2400 attack. Oh, and you can have your opponent's life points too. If you special some of the Vijon's back. Never pulled it off though. I play 3-hand destruction to get dead cards out of my hands that I do not need. And like in case I open up, because it was a point in time I kept opening up karmas, so I was like, I better play hand destruction. I can get off 2 searches. So hand destruction helps, and it also interrupts your opponent's plays on their turn. You said it. I play 2 twin twisters for back row. Back row is a problem, and it's discard outlet, so it works both ways. It helps you and hurts your opponent, which still helps you. So I play 2 resonator calls to search for a resonator. I play 2 reoccurring nightmares. Let's say in case like I have to ditch off 2 stuff, like 2 of the cubics with hand destruction or something, I can get it back with recurring nightmare. I'm thinking the only targets I have is Vijam and Crimson Nova. Crazy combos. One reasoning, you never could really call it instant. And like dumping the trap and dumping Carbon in the grave with this is also good. It can help. On one upstart, 1 soul charge, 3 unification. Now this card, it helps you get off a lot of your plays. When a cubic monster leaves the field, you can banish this card, especially on a level 4 or lower cubic monster, ignoring summoning conditions. Now, I wish it said any cubic monster ignoring summoning conditions. That's easy Crimson Nova. Then cubics probably really would be a problem. This is a rogue deck. Nobody takes it serious, but in this format, in Link format, this deck is going to be really good because you do not need an extra deck. And the main deck monster is a problem by himself. The extra deck monster is just bonkers. And it's also the poly to get into the extra deck guy. And then 1 Solemn Warning, of course. Alright. Into the extra deck. And these are just my tokens. Shout out to Flames, Marshawn, and Cole. They always giving me tokens and stuff. Diamond Dyer, 4 ranks. Castell, Tsukiyomi, and Superdor, just in case I don't want to burn myself to death. Like I said, Crimson Nova burns both players for 3,000. If I don't want to kill myself, I make him. If I have at least 2 on the field, or I try to make 2. For synchros, I play 2 Stardust Charge Warriors to get an extra draw, 2 Core Dragon to draw 9 synchro summon again, and I also can pop a monster. Black Rose, just a target for Ultimaya. Crystal Wing, target for Ultimaya. But I can, to be honest, I can make him without Ultimaya also. Like if I have a Stardust Charge and Soul Charge something back, or if I just have it in hand, like a Red Resonator, I can just normal and then go into Crystal Wing. So it helps. I'm so glad he got a reprint. I got so sick and tired of bouncing back, having to sell a Crystal Wing and buy a Crystal Wing. It was getting annoying. Leo, Synchro with Duza and Coral Dragon, Ultimaya, and then the fusion for cubics. Now, this dude is retarded. He takes 3 of the Crimson Nova. That's why it's so hard to summon him. You just being a dick if you summon him, to be honest. You don't really need to, but if you do summon him, unless they have something to stop his summon or stop his attacks or something, because he's unaffected, cannot be destroyed or targeted by spells and traps. When he declares an attack, he halves your life points. It's not an activated effect. It is mandatory to half your life points when he declares an attack. Not only does he half your life points, when he hits a monster, he can activate the effect to attack again. So if you drop wave on this, on a monster, and you swing with it, that's an automatic game. Unless, like I said, unless they have like a battle stopper or something to stop you from killing them. But usually there's not really much you can do with that card once it's summoned. Because spells and traps basically don't touch him. They're target and destroyed. So you would literally have to quaking him or just negate his summon altogether. And you can't even really negate his summon. You have to negate unification. So that is my deck profile for Cubics. In a very few moments, I'm going to pull out cards out of the deck and shuffle up. And I'm going to show you guys the combo for the synchro plays. It speeds the deck up and lets you thin out a lot of things, so you have to keep drawing a bunch of stuff. But this is the profile of my cubics. Like and subscribe and tell me what you guys think.